The Trail to No Petroleum by Cameron, David, Michael, and Evan for Phoenix Alternative Energy.
What is petroleum? A substance that is below the Earth's surface that we use for fuel for many aspects of our daily life. Petroleum is a non-renewable resource that we use for energy. Petroleum accumulated 200 trillion British thermal units, or BTUs, in 2014. This is our objective at Phoenix Alternative Energy. We desire to eliminate the use of petroleum around the world and replace it with differing forms of energy extraction from other sources such as the movement of air, wind, or solar energy that do not disseminate the large amount of CO2 emissions of petroleum, if any at all. We have discerned the 6 most prominent and prevalent uses for petroleum in order to give the most effectual influence being for powering cars, generating electricity, developing jet fuel, prompting and distributing heat, and providing industrial power.
Our first problem to resolve is cars. Most cars run on gas, a byproduct of petroleum. Cars contribute to 13% of the world's CO2 emissions and 8,044,800,000,000 pounds a year. 46% of the petroleum utilized by man is the liquid form of gasoline or gas, possessing one of the most prominent influences on the environment of our planet.
Potential resolutions in order to solve this problem include the use of hydrogen fuel cells and solar energy. Hydrogen fuel cells derive from hydrogen and oxygen to supply clean electricity to power the car. Solar panels provide electricity to the vehicle through sunlight and are beside the top of the automobile or present on a charging station.
Electrical power generation. Petroleum is burned with the intent of boiling water. This changes the water into vapor that subsequently rotates a turbine, and the rotation of a turbine generator which creates energy. This is how. Geothermal. Geothermal energy would provide sustainable electrical energy through injecting water into a heated underground water source, producing steam that ascends up production well that shall rotate a turbine to generate electricity. Hydroelectric power should also provide an adequate amount of electrical energy, as only the use of running water in a dam are imperative in electrical production. Wind power shall easily supply electrical energy in the future through using resource of moving wind to rotate large blades on wind turbine to cause a turbine to rotate and generate electricity. Solar energy only being required to reside in a location with a large amount of sunlight exposure, such as a desert, is an ample source of electricity. Petroleum is normally used to provide heat for homes and companies. The process to burning petroleum is for the petroleum to be preheated and burned in large scales. When it's preheated, it burns cleaner but with more CO2 emissions. Potential alternative solutions. Geothermal energy. Geothermal energy is capable of supplying a satisfying amount of heat and or cooling to our businesses and residences through attaining the constant temperatures of 55 degrees Fahrenheit, a few meters below the Earth's surface. Biomass. Biomass provides the synonymous function as coal, being a physical substance that is capable of being directly burned in order to dissipate heat.
Our fourth problem is getting rid of jet fuel. Jet fuel is a highly flammable byproduct of petroleum and is a large producer of greenhouse gases. There are over 50,000 flights daily around the world, profoundly contributing to the obliteration of our significant ozone layer with minimal vitality remaining.
Phoenix Alternative Energy has determined to alter not only the physical fuel that is replacing jet fuel, but also conceive more aerodynamic models to utilize less fuel with additional solar panels on the top aspect of the plane in order to provide additional power. The engine of the jets will be altered to accommodate to the biofuel, as well as to augment the fuel capacity of the airplane due to the additional quantity of fuel requisite for powering this potentially sized vehicle.
How can we use renewable resources to replace petroleum at an industrial scale? Alternative solutions. Get ethanol from corn and algae, put solar panels on more buildings, have more effective and cheaper solar panels.
Ta-da! We just created a plan that could make us all trillionaires over here at Phoenix Alternative Energy. Goodbye.